Hi gang, welcome back to the Ornery Latina. Today's segment is all about Trump. I am so thrilled he is president, and you know, I had to mute him because he was on TV talking, and I hated to do that because I was doing the video. But if I wanted to mute anything today, it would have been the rally that we attended in St. Pete, unknowingly. It was Will's brainstorm to go and get vegetables from the Saturday market there, even though Dunedin has a Saturday market, and I'm perfectly happy with that one. Anyway, we went to St. Pete today, and when we got there, the natives really were getting restless, and they came out in the thousands and started protesting with signs that one bimbo walked by us with a sign that said, "My pussy grabs back." I mean, really? Seriously? Like, what was what kind of political statement was she making? Most of these people, Trump haters, were women that were angry and ugly and angry. I think that the whole, the whole being liberal is about being ugly. I mean, they accuse the right of being ugly and not liking people, but these people completely believe in open borders. They believe in socialism and communism. They are stupid, and truly they were pretty ugly, and some of the hate stuff that I saw was just unbelievable. And their lousy parents teaching their kids that it's perfectly acceptable to pay people that don't want to work to sit around and do nothing by outsourcing our jobs to illegal immigrants and exploiting them as well. So being Hispanic, not all Hispanics are maids. Not all of us Latinos come across illegally to pick the fruit, liberals. And not all of us want to preserve our culture. But, you know, oh, I do. I want to preserve my culture. I got some beer here. It's a Dos Equis. It says it's a special beer, you know, so special. Those angry Mexicans are probably pissing in the bottles. That's how special it is. No, I'm kidding. They're probably going, dumb gringo. Actually, they make great beer. I like Coronas too. They also make really great beer. Do I just buy things made in Mexico? No, I just happen to like this stuff. I love Mexican food, but I also love Italian food. I love Oriental food, Asian food. What is it? What's that other food that we had? Bun Thai. What's that? Is it Thai food? Okay, God, it's Thai. I like Thai food even. See, I didn't even know what kind of food Thai food was. Anyway, I like everything. Okay, this is America. This is why we are so great, right, Bill? We're great because everybody comes here from all walks of life. We're just not about letting Mexicans come through or just letting Haitians come through so they can work for less, so these just rich white people can have something to take care of or have a cause. You know, we see things like save the trees, save the alligators, save the whatever, but you know, then they're walking around with a leather handbag. Where the fuck do you think that leather handbag came from? You had to skin or kill some wonderful, you know, animal to make that leather bag. I mean, I'm sure you've worn leather shoes. You know, maybe wore like a rabbit, you know, fur coat. No, you don't want those. You don't want a cute rabbit fur coat, but you know, do you have that leather handbag? What about wool? I mean, surely, you know, that they had to do something to get that wool. They had to skin some or shave some poor little sheep to it was freezing its little ass off so you could have a sweater. But no, I mean, it is what it is, and so, you know, everybody, you know, we want to eat the meat. You know, that's our choice. We don't try to force our bohemian lifestyle on your vegan lifestyle. Maybe you guys just are fine with eating vegetables, but I like my meat. I thought I was gonna try to go vegetarian, and the whole idea was like I went to Fresh Market and got the kebab with the meat with the vegetables on it together, kind of like, because I'm cutting back, you know. But anyway, we were at St. Pete today. It was complete, not pig fest, but a fuck fest. There's people everywhere, and really stupid people everywhere. And last time I went down there for any length of time, I was canvassing for a state senator, lovely guy, Mr. Brandis. And he was kind enough to give me a job canvassing for him. And it was a way to help a poor, struggling Boricua who was down and out on her luck. But anyway, I got to canvass some of the worst areas in St. Pete. And one of the worst areas was where our veterans lived. And you know what? It was an honor to walk those streets and knock on their doors. And so it's shameful that these people that are out there protesting are protesting for the people of St. Pete so they can shoot and kill and hurt each other and stay in the poverty that they're from, because who the fuck put them there? The government. So with that said, I think some of the liberals, liberal ideology, some of those people are the stupidest fucking people I ever listened to. It really is insulting, and they don't even understand why they're so ignorant and racist. Being Puerto Rican heritage, I welcome our friends from the South. I think a lot of these people come here, they work very hard because, you know, they have to make up for the fact that there's some people just don't want to work. And those people sit around on their asses and get their trust funds at the expense of you know, allowing government to pay, you know, other people to stay at home for whatever fucking reason, maybe because they're black and they don't feel like they should have to work, or they're Puerto Rican and they don't know the English language, like my grandfather, who after the factory work, you know, retired and took it easy because he didn't know any English to work in an office. But that's what happens when we bring people here and don't require them to assimilate into our culture. But I think that's done with on purpose, with intent. And so I'm hoping that Mr. Trump addresses the whole illegal immigration, not just the wall, because, you know, I don't think the wall is what is going to solve the problem. It's going to be multifaceted. It's going to be in stages. You know, a wall is one part of it. It also is a driver's license program that doesn't give those temporary licenses that look like the regular licenses, but maybe color code it so we know that temporary license is from an illegal immigrant, so he's not able to vote, and that we're not going to print the ballots in Spanish, and that we're not going to print anything in Spanish. And if you want to come here to this American country, then you need to speak some fucking English. So I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, or blue, you know. We have this lovely clock in the background. We always try to time these videos so the stupid clock doesn't ring, but it can be really annoying, like right now, or like in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning or at 3 o'clock in the morning. I have to hear this every single night of my life. I love it, but at times I like to take a hammer and just destroy it. Anyway, this clock is very special to somebody, so I won't do that to his clock. But anyway, it looks nice on my wall, but it's annoying, like he is sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to tell you that I'm very happy with Mr. Trump. Cheers to you. And I know he's going to do great things, and I know he's going to have a lot of opposition, which it concerns me. It concerns me because I saw it today in massive amounts of protesters. I was shocked. So shocked that I did multiple tapings of them so I could post on the social media so that you guys could see how many fucktards and people that we're up against, you know, that how many people are just brainwashed by this ideology. So with that said, I'm going to be educating y'all, because, you know, the next segment is going to be about for-profit schools. I'm trying to get this out. Bill's hand, get your hand off there. I will let you know when I'm finished. Anyway, the next segment is going to be on for-profit schools, and we're going to talk about how the government rigged this so that these schools wouldn't get their funding, and how he is trying to socialize or put that socialist agenda into our college students' minds, and how they're indoctrinating our kids. And with that said, now we can cut and you can put your hands on the thing. Bye and have a nice evening, guys.